get ready. So get ready. So get ready. So get ready.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of SIT, Serious Center Temple. Here today we're going to be talking about why is it that no matter where you look, especially in the United States of America, there is a worldwide epidemic happening where people are catching diseases out of the woodwork. And this is also very much related to, and this video is mostly related to like things like obesity, diabetes, things of that nature. Why is it that people are not fit in America? Why is it that there's a growing abundance? There's a scarcity of actual fit people, and there's more of people that don't understand how the human body works at all. They're not trying to understand. They're not trying to figure things out. And a lot of people are catching diseases out of the woodwork, but they don't understand what's going on. So I'm here today to try to spread some awareness now. Okay, now you see the blood cells inside in the main artery in this picture, correct? You see the blood cells go moving through, and then you see like some type of like cell erosion happening near or around the artery walls. This is due to the fact that a lot of people don't understand that there is something called there's a particular type of scale for the body, and this scale is dealing with your acidity levels. You see, people don't understand that they need to be balanced, or they need to be on a more electrical level in their blood. You see, there's many types of foods that are giving you guys a lot of these diseases out here, and the main two foods that's causing all of this cell erosion and cell damage is really dealing with your meats. All types of meats cause this kind of damage to the body and to your cells, and the reason why is because the food is acidic in nature. So if the food is acidic and your body's supposed to be alkaline, when you consume these types of foods, these blood foods, because really, when a fetus is created inside the womb of a woman or any other animal for that matter, the first type of biological agent or biological fluid that's created in the body is blood. Before bones, before organs, before anything, it's blood first, then everything else. So that's the starting point. Of course, the cells have to go through mitosis and all that, but that's dealing with the zygote and all that other stuff. But anyways, now you see, the thing is that when you deal and see for yourself that there's actually something wrong here, you can actually take it apart and try to understand it better. You see, the human body wasn't actually made to consume animals. A lot of people don't actually understand this. The reason why you guys are getting cancer and all these other bad diseases is because of all the meat that you guys are eating. You see, the meat already is rotting, and you're putting rotted flesh that's been cooked out on a frying pan or anywhere else inside your body, and you're mixing your blood with the animal kingdom's blood. So yes, people, we are what we eat. So if you're eating animals, you are now becoming an animal. You just don't realize it, because you're mixing your blood with an animal's blood. You wouldn't drink blood out of a cup, would you? Well, you're still consuming blood when you're eating meat. You guys are just not aware of it. You guys think because you clean the meat that makes a difference. You guys can clearly see the blood in the packages in the supermarket. You guys really think you guys can just clean that away? No, it doesn't work that way, people. But anyways, continuing on. Okay. Now, when you look at the human scale called the pH scale, it's dealing with your lucky number 7 and your unholy 6. Anytime a person goes down to the unholy 6, so to speak, uh, you're dealing with acidic levels. Now, let me explain how this stuff happens inside the body. You see, you have a red blood cell, a healthy red blood cell inside of your body. And now when you eat stuff like acidic foods like cheese, any kind of dairy, meats, sodas, alcoholic beverages, these types of foods, it causes mucus forming in the body. When the mucus starts to form, it starts trying to look for any kind of way. It starts bouncing off the artery walls, and it starts trying to find any kind. You see, you guys are worried about grease and stuff like that. This is even worse than grease. Mucus forming in the body, when your blood cells, it eventually bounces onto one of your blood cells, and everyone knows that the blood cells, they carry oxygen throughout the body, throughout your atrium system, your ventricle system, your heart. The problem is that once the mucus starts forming, because of all the overeating of acidic foods that you guys continue to keep consuming, eventually at some point the mucus is going to start forming within the cell, and it's going to start depriving the cell of oxygen. Once it starts depriving the cell of oxygen, eventually the blood cell becomes a bad cell, and then after that it starts going through cell erosion. When the cell starts going through cell erosion, what ultimately ends up happening is that now that blood cell is incapable of doing its job. Therefore, now you have a blood cell inside of your body that's actually killing you. And it doesn't just stop there. The more acidic foods you keep eating, the same process is going to start happening throughout your entire body, throughout your entire blood work system. That's why a lot of people catch this thing in Spanish it's called calambre, but in English it's bad blood flow. This is also dealing with why people have to keep beating their legs, or their body gets numb because the blood is not circulating correctly. The mucus causes that bad blood circulation, and also when it deprives that blood cell of oxygen, it starts forming, and the more acidic foods you keep eating, the longer that cell gets deprived of oxygen, it's a bad cell. The more likely that cell is eventually going to turn into a corrupted cell, and then that one corrupted cell will attach itself to other blood cells or into your artery walls, and then from there you guys can get all kinds of stuff, tumors. You guys can get fibroid tumors and polyps. You guys can get cancer cells, and those are extremely hard to get rid of, especially when you guys have been you see, cancer doesn't just happen right away. It takes time. See, because all that mucus and all that acidity, and the acid, when it goes into your blood, the acid causes your body to overheat. The blood starts getting really hot. It's why a lot of people that consume meat are usually, on average, a lot more aggressive than people who have their blood, chilled. Not chilled, but it's at a very normal, constant level. But the people that eat meat, they're usually more aggressive, they're usually more violent in nature, because the body is trying to fight off that toxin, that mucus that's forming in the body. Now, a lot of people don't understand how to get rid of these types of corrupted cells and stuff like that. You guys have to start taking herbs like yellow dock and aloe vera. You guys have to stop eating these acidic foods, start eating more greens. And also, you guys need to really understand that you guys have to drink a higher pH in water. This is very serious. You guys are getting sick out here, and you don't even understand why. You have to drink a higher pH in water. Stop consuming the meat. One thing you guys can do is try to get some meat alternatives, some grain meats. Get meat alternatives, and you guys won't feel bad, because this stuff can really trick your brain and your taste buds into thinking that you're actually eating meat. Today I actually made a tortilla with some grain meat, some rice, lettuce and tomatoes and some onions. I rolled it up into a tortilla, and it was great. I put some, some veganese. It's a plant-based mayonnaise. It's a plant-based mayonnaise, and it tasted great. So you guys have to learn how to make alternatives for the foods that you guys are already eating in order to stay on track with your diet. So this was just an informative video trying to help you guys out, because I got love for all of y'all. Take care of yourselves, guys, and catch me on the next documentary or video, so have you, on SIT, Serious Inner Temple, where we help share the truth and nothing but. Peace and love to all. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Peace.
So get ready.